So it looks like we may have a release window for Nintendo's next system. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Now first off, I'm not one who usually chases rumors that aren't very substantiated, but this seems to be pretty legit, and we have the headline here from Video Games Chronicle. Nintendo targets 2024 with next-gen console. Key partners have development kits ahead of a planned launch, sources tell VGC. So I guess the big question everybody has is, when are we going to see that next system get released? Well, from the article here it says, according to multiple people with knowledge of Nintendo's next-generation console plans, the company is likely to release new hardware during the second half of 2024 to ensure that it has ample stock available on day one and to avoid the kind of shortages seen with PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S. And now that there are dev kits in the hands of developers, I expect the leaks about the system to increase. So what does this current report from VGC's sources say about Nintendo's next hardware? Well, first, they said that it would be able to be used in portable mode, just like the current Switch. It also could launch with an LCD screen instead of a more premium OLED screen in order to bring the costs down. Which I'm hoping maybe we have the option for both, so if you want to pay a little extra you can have that OLED screen. VGC sources also say that it will accept games via a cartridge slot, so it looks like we will have physical games and this will not be a digital only system. And finally, I think the point most people were wanting to hear, backward compatibility support for Switch games remain unclear. So we don't have any confirmation one way or another for backward compatibility. I'm still thinking it most likely will. It seems kind of silly to not do that, especially if Nintendo's wanting to bring over current Switch players. No, everything from here on out is basically speculation on my part and not part of this reporting from VGC. So I'm wondering, when will Nintendo officially announce the system? We have that window of the last half of 2024 for a release date, but I've been thinking that they may announce it before the end of the fiscal year, so maybe sometime in February or March. Especially if this system was to launch around July or August. This would definitely make a big highlight in their investors briefing for the end of the fiscal year. However, if the system's not launching until say November for the Christmas season, they may want to wait to announce it until the traditional E3 June Direct that they usually have, even though it looks like E3 is probably defunct. And June would line up with the end of the first quarter. But I could also see them kind of doing a staged set of announcements. They might have a first stage just saying we have a new console coming, and then a second stage months later with an actual console reveal. But this is Nintendo, so there's no telling what they may be planning. And Nintendo likes to innovate, so I have to wonder what kind of new feature they may have in this next system. It seems like if they do have backward compatibility with the Switch, it'll have to have the compatibility with those controls. But if you go back and look at Nintendo systems, you have the GameCube with its specific controller, you then have the Wii with the Wiimote, and then the Wii U has that tablet controller with the screen built in, and then finally we have the Switch with those detachable Joy-Cons and a docking feature. I know some people have kind of joked about making it a DS style Switch with a dual screen, but that doesn't seem likely to me. It seems like that might be a little more difficult to pull off in a dock mode where you need to have two screens in order to play the game. But let me know what your thoughts are. Do you think Nintendo might have some type of new feature for this next generation console? Or do you think they may just play it safe and just kind of upgrade the specs on the current Switch? And let me know kind of what time frame do you think this might get announced and released. It seems like Nintendo would want to build up some hype for the physical release, but then they may not want to do that too soon and hurt current Switch sales. Drop a comment below and let me know about those questions or anything else you might have on your mind related to this topic. And if you like the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed yet, consider doing so. It really does help the channel out quite a bit. I want to thank you for watching, and be good.